In today's video we will discuss the top 10 best bank robbery crime thriller movies. Please make sure you subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. If you enjoy heist movies, along with shooting and a mindful plot, this bank robbery movies are for you.
Number 10. Point Break, 1991.
Point Break is an iconic 1990s action movie about an FBI agent who goes undercover to infiltrate a gang of bank robbers who also enjoy surfing. Much of the drama comes from the fact that the agent, played by Keanu Reeves, comes to like the people in the gang he's supposed to take down, especially its leader, played by Patrick Swayze. Point Break is fast and stylish when it comes to showing its bank robbery scene, doing so in a way that feels heightened and entertaining, but also tense and down-to-earth. It's also memorable for having the robbers wear ex-president masks, hence their gang being called the Ex-Presidents. Also notable is the robber wearing a Nixon mask humorously quipping "I am not a crook" during the robbery itself.
Number 9. Bonnie and Clyde, 1967.
A radical movie that helped kick off the new Hollywood movement, Bonnie and Clyde depicts the short, yet impactful, lives of two of the most famous bank robbers in U.S. history. The title characters gained infamy for a string of bank robberies committed during the 1930s, mainly because they were also partners in the traditional sense, on top of being partners in crime. There's one bank robbery scene during Bonnie and Clyde that depicts a chase taking place afterward. It cuts back and forth between those reacting to what happened at the bank, and the robbers making their escape, showing that Bonnie and Clyde was radical both for its style and editing, as well as for its violence and somewhat likable criminal characters.
Number 8. Dog Day Afternoon, 1975. In one of the 1970s best films, partly thanks to a phenomenal Al Pacino performance, Dog Day Afternoon essentially depicts one bank robbery gone wrong in unflinching detail, in what almost feels like real time.
As such, it makes for a tense and often stressful 2 hours, but it's an absorbing experience all the same. It's a film that's based on a real-life bank robbery/hostage situation that unfolded in 1972. The film has a commitment to realism that sometimes makes you feel like you're watching the real-life event unfold, and it's the film's grittiness and refusal to dumb down or sanitize the actual story that gives Dog Day Afternoon such lasting power.
Number 7. Going in Style, 2017.
Joe, Willie, and Albert disguise themselves as the Rat Pack, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis, Jr., and use guns with blanks so that no one gets hurt. The robbery almost goes awry when Willie collapses briefly and Lucy, a child witness, partially pulls off his mask to allow him to breathe better. She sees the wristwatch he wears with a picture of his granddaughter on it as he engages in a friendly conversation so as not to let her feel intimidated. However, the three manage to get away with over $2.3 million.
Number 6. The Vault, 2017.
It is a regular workday at Centurion Trust Bank.
Without warning, a group of people enter dressed as firemen.
They, along with two other people who are playing the parts of a prospective employee and an angry customer, pull guns and take everybody hostage.
The gang is led by siblings Leah, V, and Michael Dillon.
The group are dissatisfied with the haul of money they get. To calm them down, assistant manager Ed Moss tells them how to circumvent security protocols that would alert the police and then suggests that they try the old vault down beneath the bank, which houses some $6 million. However, in venturing down to break into the vault, the group find that in doing so they have unleashed something supernatural.
Number 5. Chaos, 2005.
A veteran detective is teamed with a rookie cop when they are sent to negotiate with a bunch of criminals holding a bank hostage. It transpires that a master thief has planted a computer virus that will drain funds from the bank's accounts. The detective faces a race against time to catch the thief and stop the randomly evolving computer virus, which models its behavior on the bewildering principles of chaos theory.
Number 4. The Dark Knight, 2008. The Dark Knight is kicked off with an iconic bank robbery sequence, masterminded by Heath Ledger's menacing Joker. It's an absorbing scene that immediately throws you into a Gotham that's being disrupted by Batman's most notorious foe, and establishes a level of tension and unpredictability maintained for the rest of the film. It's also a great introduction to the Joker himself, as he's shown to be cunning, spontaneous, chaotic, and able to emerge on top in an uncannily effective fashion. It's also unique for a comic book movie to begin with such a grounded and, sort of, realistic action scene, but it works wonders in being an efficient mood setter, and just a great scene on its own. Number 3. Heat, 1995. Heat has what would have to be one of the greatest and most iconic heist sequences in film history. The film builds expertly to its big bank robbery sequence, giving equal focus to the gang of robbers, led by Robert De Niro, and the police who are after them, led by Al Pacino, before things explode in a very public shootout, immediately following the heist. It's a gripping, loud, and tremendously intense action sequence, both when it comes to the robbery itself and the ensuing shootout. That the film mostly manages to keep the momentum going whilst building to a memorable climax speaks to Michael Mann's skill as a filmmaker. Number 2. The Town, 2010. A movie both directed by and starring Ben Affleck, The Town is a movie about a gang of bank robbers in Boston and their efforts to evade the FBI agents who are after them. It's a movie with plenty of action and thrills, and features a well-executed bank robbery sequence in its opening. It's executed well by the robbers themselves, too, and within the scene itself, surprisingly little goes wrong. Of course, things don't stay smooth sailing for the rest of the movie, and one of the hostages they take during the robbery ends up causing unexpected conflict and tension among the otherwise tight-knit group, leading to the dramatic events that take place throughout the rest of the film. Number 1. Inside Man, 2006. Inside Man at first seems to be a pretty standard type of bank robbery film. There's a calculating robber who executes his plans and takes hostages, and a team of police officers representing the other side of the law who want to defuse the situation, prevent money from being stolen, and save the hostages. The film does focus on this seemingly simple robbery for most of its duration, but at a point, it becomes clear that there's a little more going on beyond the film simply showing a bank heist. To say more would give away what the film is ultimately about, but rest assured, it's twisty, engaging, clever, and ranks as one of Spike Lee's most entertaining movies. I hope you enjoyed our top 10 best bank robbery crime thriller movies. Please comment below which bank robbery movie was your favorite and how many of the movies have you seen. Do not forget to subscribe to the Top 10 Jaw-Dropping Facts channel. And new episodes release every Monday through Friday.